Hola y bienvenido de nuevo. Welcome back to Lito's Language Lab, the place where Spanish comes to life. This is part 2 of Unit 5, Lesson 1, and today we're going to keep building the Spanish pattern we started in part 1. In part 1, you learned how to say tengo que, I have to, usar, to use, buscar, to look for, and you practice building Spanish sentences with those action verbs. Now we're ready to keep going. In this part of the lesson, we're going to add 2 more infinitive verbs so you can say even more in Spanish. So get your Spanish brain ready, get your Spanish voice ready, because we're about to keep building Spanish together. Vamos! Let's add another verb in its infinitive form. Listen how to say to buy or to purchase. But remember, the infinitive verbs tell us the action itself, just like in English when you say to buy, to use, or to look for. In Spanish, the infinitive verbs end in the AR, ER, or IR. So listen carefully as we hear Mr. Roberto say to buy or to purchase.
Comprar. Comprar. Comprar.
Notice a few things about this verb. First, it ends in the AR, which means it belongs to the AR verb group, the most common group of verbs in Spanish. Also notice the Spanish vowel sounds we practiced earlier. The O sounds like O, and the A sounds like A. Spanish vowels are very consistent, so once you learn their sounds, you can pronounce many new words correctly without even knowing what they mean. Now it's your turn. Say to buy.
Comprar.
Say, I have to.
Tengo que.
Let's put these together now and say, I have to buy.
Tengo que comprar.
Excellent. Remember our sentence pattern, tengo que plus the infinitive verb. This structure tells us what action we have to do. Say, I have to buy this hat.
Tengo que comprar este sombrero.
Say, I have to buy that book.
Tengo que comprar ese libro.
Say, I have to buy a suitcase.
Tengo que comprar una maleta.
Say, I have to buy this marker.
Tengo que comprar este marcador.
Say, I have to buy this flag.
Tengo que comprar esta bandera.
Say, I have to buy the eraser.
Tengo que comprar el borrador.
Say, I have to buy a pencil.
Tengo que comprar un lápiz.
Say, I have to buy my passport.
Tengo que comprar mi pasaporte.
Say, I have to buy this notebook.
Tengo que comprar este cuaderno.
Say, I have to buy that map.
Tengo que comprar ese mapa.
Excellent! You're now using that structure again, tengo que plus the infinitive verb plus the noun to describe things you have to purchase. Before we end this lesson, let's add one final verb in its infinitive form. Listen how to say to take or to carry.
Llevar. Llevar. Llevar.
Notice something new about this verb. We see that double L. This is the eye in Spanish, and it often makes that Y sound, like Y is in yellow. So we hear llevar, llevar. Also notice this verb ends in the AR once again, so it belongs to the AR verb group, just like the other verbs we've learned in this lesson. Now it's your turn. Say to take or to carry.
Llevar.
Say, I have to.
Tengo que.
Let's put those together now and say, I have to take.
Tengo que llevar.
Excellent. You're remembering that structure we've been practicing, tengo que plus the infinitive verb. Say, I have to take a pencil.
Tengo que llevar un lápiz.
Say, I have to take a suitcase.
Tengo que llevar una maleta.
Say, I have to take this hat.
Tengo que llevar este sombrero.
Say, I have to take this flag.
Tengo que llevar esta bandera.
Say, I have to take the marker.
Tengo que llevar el marcador.
Say, I have to take this book.
Tengo que llevar este libro.
Say, I have to take an eraser.
Tengo que llevar un borrador.
Say, I have to take a passport.
Tengo que llevar un pasaporte.
Say, I have to take this notebook.
Tengo que llevar este cuaderno.
Say, I have to take the map.
Tengo que llevar el mapa.
Excellent! You've done an amazing job in this lesson. Let's look at the verbs we've learned so far. We started with the power verb phrase tengo que. This means I have to. That's the conjugated verb. Then we added the infinitive verbs to describe the actions that we have to do. The verbs we learned today were usar, to use, buscar, to look for, comprar, to buy, llevar, to take or to carry. Each of these verbs stays in its infinitive form after tengo que, so our pattern becomes tengo que plus any one of these infinitive verbs. Once again, great job today in Lito's Language Lab. Now you know how to say what you have to do in Spanish. Remember, Spanish is not just something you learn. Spanish is something you do. I love learning Spanish with you today in Lito's Language Lab. Keep practicing your Spanish because Spanish grows when you speak it. Hasta pronto!